Okay, I believe wherever you are at home, you students, you are doing okay. You are sanitizing, social distancing, and even you are keeping safe back at home. But today, we want to remind ourselves about Trigonometry II. This is actually a topic in Form 3. This topic is majorly being set in paper 2, that is mathematics paper 2. So today we are going to look at very important areas concerning the topic. So just to begin, we all understand what the trigonometry is all about. We are basically concerned with the three ratios, that is sine, concerned with the sine. We are also concerned with the tan, that is tangent. We are also concerned with the cos. We can say sine theta, tan theta, and cosine theta. So those are the three ratios that we are going to be concerned with. So just to begin, we are going to actually lift one problem concerning the same so that we can go through it together. So in this case, we have a problem that is solve for x. Solve for x. And the problem given is 4 sine into bracket x. We have x plus 20 degrees is equals to 3. And the range of x is given 0 degrees, less or equals to x, less or equals to 360 degrees. So this is our problem. We want to get the value of x, and the value of x should actually range from 0 to 360 degrees. So there we begin. Let's begin. So it means then we are going to find the sine inverse. But before we find the sine inverse, first of all, we are going to actually evaluate or simplify the problem that we have. So we have 4 sine into bracket x plus 20 is equals to 3. This one we can simplify by dividing by 4, like that, so that we shall have sine into bracket x plus 20 is equals to 3 all over 4. Reaching this level, having reached this level, then we can get the sine inverse, and we can get the sine inverse of 3 all over 4. The sine inverse is actually giving us the angle. So the angle that we are concerned with is actually the angle x plus 20. Then when we do that using the calculator, sine inverse of 3 all over 4, it is actually giving us 48.59 degrees is equals to x plus 20. Now, when you reach here, introduce the unit circle. Introduce a unit circle. You can just draw a small circle. Divide this circle into 4 quarters. Then we normally start with this quarter being our first quarter. So this is normally our first quarter. Second, third, fourth. It means this is first, second, third, fourth. We normally count them going anti-clockwise. Then again, in the same unit circle, we have directions that gives the angle being positive or negative. For instance, when we start from 0 degrees, because this is normally our reference point, 0 degrees, going anti-clockwise, then remember that one always register the angle in a positive direction. And again, from the same 0 degrees going down, then it means we are registering the angles in a negative in a negative values. So let's just maybe fill the whole circle, or give the finer details about the circle. So when we have 0 degrees, we normally have it up to this point is giving us 180 degrees. Then it means for me to complete the rotation up to where I began, I shall have covered 360 degrees. 360 degrees. It means this one gives a complete rotation. I can still carry on. Second rotation, I'm continuing. It means up to this point, then I shall have covered for 540. If I intend to continue, then it means my second rotation I will be at 720 degrees. So let us just use up to the second rotation so that we solve the problem we have. Therefore, we have said that when we are giving angles from 0 degrees going anti-clockwise, then it means those angles are actually registered to be positive. So let's come back to where we stopped. We have 48.59 degrees. This is a positive angle. As you can see, it is positive 48.59. It means that angle is simply falling in our first quadrant. So here, this is where we have our first angle, and the first angle is actually 48.59 degrees. The value of sine 48.59 degrees in my second quadrant will be 180 minus 48.59. So you simply come and have 180 minus 48.59. In the second quadrant, that angle is actually 131.41. The same value of sine 48.59 in the third quadrant, it means it will be 180 plus 48.59. The reason why we are adding, that angle is found in the third quadrant, and third quadrant we are simply past. We are beyond 180 degrees, and we are beyond 180 degrees by 48.59. That's why we are adding. And when we add that, 180 plus 48.59, what do you get? You get that angle falling in the third quadrant to be 228.59. Then the same value of sine 48.59 in the fourth quadrant. So it means we are actually near to the completion of the first rotation. It means for us to complete, it means we should reach 360. But up to this point, that angle is simply lying somewhere. It has not reached 360. Then it means it is less 360 by 48.59. So I will come and say 360 minus 48.59. So it means that angle is found in the fourth quadrant. That is 360 minus 48.59. What do you get? You get 311.41. That is one complete rotation. I will have the angle found here, the angle formed there, the angle formed there, the angle formed there. So now we go back to the point where we reached with our solving. So up to that point, then it means I will first with the angle found in the first quadrant. The angle found in the first quadrant. The angle found in the first quadrant is actually positive. It will give us a positive value. And as you can see, it is actually a positive value. It is a positive value. It means we shall consider that. Therefore, we go ahead solving for x plus 20. It means for me to remain with x on one side, this 20 will cross and come the other side of the equal sign. Then it means I will have 48.59 minus 20 is equals to x. Is equals to x. Is equals to x. Then it means x now will be 28.59. That is the first value. That is the first value. We proceed. We have gotten the first value when the angle in the first quadrant is 48. And of course here, the tan, positive, sine, positive, cos, positive. In the second quadrant, it is only sine, positive. In the third, it is only tan, positive. And in the fourth, it is only cos, positive. Then remember, sine is positive. Therefore, we are through with the angle in the first quadrant. Then in the second quadrant should also give us a value because the sign here is positive and actually our value up here is actually positive. So then we proceed with the angle at 131.41 degrees. The angle 131.41 degrees is equals to x plus 20. X plus 20. Therefore, 131.41 minus 20 is equals to x. So when we subtract, it means this will give you 111.41 degrees equals to x. We proceed. We are through with the angle in the second quadrant. Come to the third quadrant. The third quadrant here, it is tan which is positive. It means sine and cos are negative. So we are not going to pick the value at this point. We come here. It is cos which is positive.